All right, what you want to do is take your cube of butter, margarine, I should say. You want to melt it down. Make sure you keep your heat on medium to medium low because you don't want to cook it too fast. And you cannot be distracted when you're making this sauce because it will burn quick on you. So we're going to be melting this down here. Make sure you have your flour by you. White flour. If you want to show where the flour is on. Just regular white flour. Okay, what you're going to do is make what they call a roux. Like I said, do not cook this too fast. And what you want to do is cook your noodles, and when they're almost done, to your liking, is when you start this. It's what I usually do. You can cook them a little bit ahead, but they might get a little bit cold on you. Like I said, if the kids are bugging you, don't start this yet. You gotta keep stirring it. Alright, come on, butter. Your butter, you don't have to, of course, but make sure you have a big enough pot, too. I've made that mistake before. Okay. As soon as your butter is melted down here, you're going to take your flour, okay? You want to start mixing it in slowly. Okay, mix it in. You're going to have to just eyeball this like I'm doing here because there isn't no set thing that I've found. Not kind of how I learned. Okay, so it's kind of making a paste. You want it just a little bit thicker there.
What size scoop is this? Oh, 1/4 cup.
That's a 1/4 cup, but I didn't really.
Okay.
I just kind of grabbed
So
some.
she gets an idea.
You might want it just a little bit thicker than that. Make sure you mix it all together really good. Okay, I should have the milk sitting right here behind me because now you're going to start adding your milk in. And there's your consistency. I should have had my milk right here. Okay, now you're going to start bringing this back up. And what you want is it's another thing that you're just going to have to kind of watch. And make sure it's not sticking on the bottom because it will stick. Make sure you're getting your spoon all the way down. I know it looks kind of yuck right now, but trust me, it'll go. It takes a minute for it all to come together. I always use, of course, whole milk. You know us. I don't know how 2% or all that will work, so I don't know if you drink that or not, but we are whole people, whole milk people, as you know. Like I said, what you want to do is get this up to a medium consistency. See how it's kind of thinning right now? You don't want it that thin. And see the lumpy crap in there? You don't want the roux sauce. You want all that to break down in with the milk. Otherwise you'll have big yucky floury lumps. This I can set for a second while I go and grab the cheese to set out here. Make sure you grade your cheese
Before you start.
because it's going to be You don't want chunks in here because it will take you forever and it's not going to come out right. Okay, and then Kraft slices, not the generic ones. They have to be the Kraft ones. I've tried the generic ones, they taste like Kraft.
For this.
So you want 2.5 pounds, 2 to 2.5 pounds, and we like the 2.5 because we like it cheesier. But those are hard to find unless you have a Sam's Club. But you can't get another half pound or whatever. Make sure it's sharp. You can use cheddar, but it's not going to be as cheesy. Like I said, I ended up going with 5 Kraft slices to my mixture. And a lot of people go, ooh, yuck, Kraft slices. I personally don't like them either, but in here I do. And it does make a diff. See how that's starting to break down now? Actually, I think I got my temp a little bit too low.
What's your temperature on again?
You want it medium to medium high. Or medium low. Probably
Medium
about a medium heat though. Because if you have it too high, it'll start scorching and burning everything. Yeah, I had it just a hair low. Like I said, if everything's not working, you can't adjust your heat. Just a hair. Make sure you're not overdoing your noodles. Like I said, we do 3 pounds at one time. So basically you're going to have 5.5 pounds plus of stuff.
And if you don't want to do it that big, you can always make the sauce that big and then freeze it, right?
Yeah, you can. I think we did that one time, actually. And as you see, that's starting to break down. They're really good. Okay, and it's starting to thicken up here. You want it a medium consistency, and you do want it to cook down a little bit. Basically this is a white sauce, basically. And it's better to have it a little bit thicker, and you can add milk to it. But you see, once it starts thickening, it thickens quick. Okay? So I want to add just a hair more milk in there. And take your pepper. Okay? I always add pepper to mine. And just blacken the top here. See how fast that's starting to boil on me. Okay, and like I said, once it starts to thicken, it thickens quick, so you want to keep your milk right here with you. And see, you want to make sure you don't have any of them big lumps left. See how creamy that's coming out right there? That's exactly what you want. And it kind of looks like white gravy right now, and that's exactly what you kind of want, like a thinner white gravy. Now you want to start adding your cheese in. No rhyme or reason. I add a slice of the Kraft. Then I start adding the cheddar. Mix it in. Let it melt down. This is the part you really want to keep stirring, because this is the part where you can lose it really quick and you just wasted a whole lot of money. As we know how much cheese is. Like I said, you just kind of throw them in randomly. No rhyme or reason. Just make sure you melt it down. You don't want to throw it all in at once. Like I said, if it gets too thick, add a little bit of milk. Like right here, I can tell it's going to be a little bit too thick probably. Just add a touch of milk if it gets starting to get too thick on you. Just don't add too much milk at one time. A little bit of milk goes a long ways once you're at this point. Like I said, if you like a lot of pepper in yours, you can add a little bit more. with as big as this one is, I'm going to put a few more dashes in. I just kind of do it by eye. It's whatever you like. I've been doing it so long that I just kind of do whatever anymore. Like I said, you just kind of keep adding it in. Trust me, your arm does get tired. That's why a lot of times I'll have Jess with me or whoever, and here, you stir for a minute. Like I said, make sure you keep that spoon on the bottom so you're not burning it. Once again, see, I'm just a hair thick there. You don't want it that thick. Tiny bit of milk. When you make the when you add the milk originally, you want it a little bit more on the thinner side than you do the thicker side. When you make the white sauce, especially when you do it this big, this much cheese. And here comes the last of our cheese in here. And basically that's all there is to it. You take your noodles, make sure they're drained real good, and pour them on your noodles. Of course, you always want to taste. And it is cheesy. That's why I always use the sharp. And as soon as you got all that melted, make sure you turn that heat off. And like I said, you're just gonna, when I pour my sauce in, I put part of the noodles in, pour cheese, mix it up, pour some more noodles in, put cheese, etc. Now you can kind of let it sit for a sec if you need to. And that's it. Simple, but feeds a lot.